So this Thanksgiving, I'd like to share with you how I learned God's name, Jehovah Jireh. I took a class, and it's a Japanese art called kintsugi, I believe. I made this bowl. It was all black, and we actually covered it, and we took a hammer and we broke it into pieces. But then we glued it back together, and then we used this gold like powder to paint it. And as you can see, I think it looks pretty good. When you think about this journey of life and different trials and things that we go through, there are times when we feel broken. We go to God for healing, and He puts us back together, so to speak. You think about just the beauty of the healing and transformation that happens when God restores us. And I remember as I was growing in my faith, I had to go to the grocery store and buy some things, and didn't have enough money to pay for everything. Had to put some things back. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. It's kind of embarrassing. I put some things back, was almost in tears when I left out of the grocery store because I needed those things. And the next morning, I got up. I remember it was about 7 o'clock in the morning, getting ready for work. Was about to leave out the door and realized I'd run out of trash bags. And just that feeling of, oh man, I need money for trash bags. So I go to work, get off work, and then I go to the salon, the hair salon. I was about the last person to leave the salon. It's around 10 something at night. And so the stylist at the time that was doing my hair, I got to the door and she turned around and said, "Gia, do you need some trash bags?" And I just looked at her like, of all things for her to ask me if I needed something, I felt seen by God. I felt heard. It was more than the trash bags. It was, I hear your prayers and I care. It was the shaping of my character and my belief in God, my relationship with God. That's how I began to call Him Jehovah Jireh, because He did provide and still does provide. I would like to say to anyone that's going through tough times now to reframe these times as opportunities to get to know God as Jehovah Jireh, to grow in your faith, to let the Word become flesh in your life. I felt like this was a beautiful example of the beauty of imperfections in our life, the trials, the storms, the things that we go through, that God can make something beautiful out of the things that we've gone through. One scripture that I really love is when Paul talks about, I've learned to be content in all things, whether I have a little or whether I have a lot. And that's just a powerful way to live life, to know and be able to trust God that in all things I can be content because my trust is in the one that knows everything. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.